almost no lag. Banana. Banana good thing. All right, let's do this. Yeah, wrong way. I've lost focus. There we go. Good morning, Amy. How are you today? Sunshine on this cloudy day. Let's see. I'm not a big emoji guy. What's that mean? That means you've got your thumb is yellow and it's crying? I don't get that. Emojis make no sense to me. I kind of like words. Let's make it bigger. No, still no idea what that means. Some blue stuff coming out of your cheeks? Yes, I'm very focused. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder why you guys are in green. I don't know. Am I focused today? Well, you know, actually I am relatively focused. I'm pretty much packed. I am ready. I haven't heard from Robert yet, although we're leaving in an hour, but that's okay. All right, so, but that's your face. I don't understand. Emojis make zero sense to me. They make them so tiny that by the time they, you know, you can't hear me. Okay. Let's try this. Can you hear me now? So you should be able to hear me now, Amy. My microphone was underneath my bandana. All right, well, Amy, as often, it sounds like it's a you problem, not a me problem. Thank you, ladies, for entertaining me. Well, that's weird. It says there's only 2 people on here, but 3 people are making comments. Yeah, we'll just have to see how it goes. So, okay, the minute 1:30 time always makes me nervous. I don't have any idea. You'd think after doing this for what 80 times, I'd get my shit together. So, okay. I'm about as loud as I can get on my end, Amy, so I'm about as loud as I can get, so hopefully maybe you can turn it up, because, you know, there you go. Yes, Candy Jane, I did find my coffee. I had it. I knew it was ready. I just hadn't had it yet. And, you know, I heard an interesting joke. Do you know what you call someone a dyslexic who's agnostic? That would be someone who's not sure about the existence of dog. Yeah, weak, huh? All right, let's get you out of here, Miss Candy Jane. I sure like that picture of you and Willie and your pup. That's a very good photograph. And there we are. Hello there, my friends on Facebook and YouTube and all of the world. David or Day here. I call this It's All in a Day's Life. Today I'm about out of here. I'm going to go to Teton in Yellowstone. Hopefully I'll find some beautiful pictures for you. I do have a couple of photographs of fall here in Boise we're going to talk about. But before that, I want to talk about why it is we find what we seek. It's pretty simple. Have you ever noticed that when you, let's get rid of Ralphie here, he's a little obnoxious. Have you ever noticed that when you if you look for your keys, you don't find them in the first place you look? People always say, I found my keys in the last place I looked. Well, of course, because you quit looking. So what you seek is very important. Do you seek love? Do you seek light and happiness? Do you see the best in people, not the worst? Do you watch all of the negative news and it slowly but surely brings you down? Do you worry about the election and about the politicians and about global warming and everything like that? Well, if that's what you seek, you will find, your brain will work very hard at finding things, like when you're searching for your keys, your brain will work really, really hard at finding what you seek. So what if you seek beauty? What if you seek love? What if you seek the best in people? What if you lead assuming that the world's going to be good? What if you wake up in the morning and you say, oh man, it's cloudy out there, it looks like it's going to rain, I've got a big trip, my back hurts, my neck's sore. Well, what are you going to find? You're going to find rain and clouds. But if you wake up in the morning and you say, man, I get to go to Yellowstone today with my friend Robert, maybe you'll find a puddle with leaves in it and raindrops. I'm really hoping that today, since I am seeking fall with snow, that I'm going to find it. And guess what? If that's what I'm seeking, the chances are very good. I told Carol weeks ago that I wouldn't quote scripture, but if I think it is Matthew in the Bible that says, seek and you shall find. There's lots of instances. A positive mental attitude from Dale Carnegie. There are lots of beliefs that if you really concentrate on something that is positive, you will find it. No, it may not be in the first place, like your keys or your TV remote. It may not be in the first place you look. It very may well be in the last place you look. But if you seek, you shall find. What do you think of that rant, my friends? On Tuesdays, I think I'm going to talk a little bit about what makes my life work better. And one of the things that makes my life work better is I actively seek the positive. I look for good friends. I look for people like all of you here that are good to me, and I get rid of the ones that are not. I avoid toxic situations, and sometimes I just jabber away on the old internet here. So let's look at some pictures. Enough of my blah blah blah. What do you think of those two? Let me move this one up a little, and this one here. I gotta tell you, I absolutely love fall colors, especially reds. Now in Boise, we don't get a lot of red. We get mostly yellow and green. I've read up on it, and for some reason, the trees and the conditions in the north of America, in the New England area, are different, and that's why they have, even though they have similar trees, they get more reds. I will be in Aspen Groves probably later today, and if that's the case, I will get lots of yellows. But one of the things I love about aspens is they flutter, and they flutter from a white to a green. It's really amazing. Hopefully I'll get a little snow. So let's talk about these two. Let's talk about this one with the Eidenhahn. I'm standing very close to the corner of see, what would that be? Idaho. Oh, gee, it says right there, Idaho and 10th Street. I love the Eidenhahn building. It is just beautiful. It's one of the survivors. Did you know at one time there were 8 different buildings downtown with those turrets? we're down to 2, and they're both on 10th Street, opposite each other. One is the Eisenhower, the next is the Gem and the Noble building. It used to be where the CenturyLink Tower is, that big tower. It used to be a 4-story building with turrets. The building across the street on that corner also, it actually had turrets, but they took them down. So, what I like about this photograph, why did I take it? I love the classic lines of the 2 buildings, and I love the differences between the way the older building was built with brick, with its classic smaller windows, and I love the contrast between the modern building in the back. And something kind of subtle that maybe only a photographer would notice, I love the fact that they are both named buildings. The CenturyLink, with its great big modern sign and the Death Star looking logo on the upper left-hand corner, and then down lower, the hand-painted, maybe even by my grandfather Ralph Diamond, Eisenhower sign. Notice that there's a space between there. Originally it was Eiden-Ha, and they shortened it to just Eisenhower. On the other side, this building of this picture of the Capitol, I've obviously done a lot of work to that. I've run it through the spin cycle, the wash cycle. I've then edited in Lightroom, Photoshop, and I believe maybe might even be rendered around in something like Canva. It is a full frame shot, and again, look at those reds. I found some reds. I'm standing on probably 13th Street with a long lens focused all the way through the trees to the Capitol building. So there you are, folks. My little bit of fall for Boise, a little bit of goodness for you all. I'm going to do this every Tuesday. I think what I'm going to do is give you a little bit of my philosophy and talk a little bit about the photographs I take. So I always ask you what you think, and that's nice, but that's frankly what I'm going to do. So let's look at this one. This is where I am going today. Shortly. This is a couple of maps. You can see that on the right is Grand Teton National Park. Let's blow this up. So right down about the middle, wish I had a pointer that worked. You can't see my pointer, can you? Towards the lower end of the park is a place called Schaubacher's Landing. And Schaubacher's Landing is this beautiful arc of the Snake River. Actually, hard to believe that the Snake River is in the Grand Teton National Park. Of the Snake River, and some beavers have created a dam, so it makes this beautiful, smooth, if it's not too windy, smooth area. And rumor has it, there is a moose that is coming up early in the morning, and I'm hoping, it's kind of a long shot, but I'm hoping for a moose in that water coming off his big old antlers with the Grand Teton Swiss snow and pink in the background. That is what I am seeking. On the other side, of course, is Yellowstone National Park. You may have heard, when I was young, when I went to Yellowstone, it was so long ago that the geyser was just called Faithful. This is David R. Day. I call these all in a day's work. Come back on Friday. I'm hoping to have some really beautiful pictures. As always, folks, I so much appreciate you. If you would do what my friend Candy Jane did and go to my YouTube channel, which is David R. Day Creative, and like and comment and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. You never know, Facebook could go away or get crazy, and I would have to rely on YouTube. So if you get a chance, go to my YouTube channel. If you do not already have your Facebook set to notify you when I'm coming on, although I'm getting much more regular, however, I'm apparently not all that good with the time, I would appreciate that. And if you want more information, more in-depth information about what I'm doing, check out Facebook. I'm here regularly, or www.davidrday.com. Hey, if I hit that button, it means I don't think I screwed up at all today, and neither did any of the tech. I appreciate you all. Keep an eye on it. I'll keep an eye on Facebook. I'll probably have a what would you call, on the road? I'll probably post from the road over the next couple of days. David Day, appreciate you all. Be good, don't be a dick. I'm out.